Hi everyone, welcome back once again in my YouTube channel. So guys, in this video, I am going to explain third topic in our constructor, right? So already I have discussed what default constructor, parameter constructor, and third is what copy constructor, right? And as well as private constructor. So both the topic what copy constructor as well as private constructor I will explain end to end with code base. So guys, today agenda is to cover copy constructor as well as private constructor in our Java. So how we are going to use copy constructor and private constructor in our application. So that thing I will cover in this video guys. So we'll start without any further delay. So already I mentioned all these things guys, right? So last video I have discussed these two concepts. Now today our agenda is to cover copy constructor as well as what private constructor. So guys, first I will dictate some point about copy constructor in Java, right? Where and how we are going to use copy constructor in our Java. Okay, so guys, please be concentrate. Okay, this is very important. So most of the interviewer ask this question in the interview room. So what do you mean by copy constructor and where did you use this copy constructor in your project if you may used? Okay, so guys, please be concentrate. Or I would like to tell you, if you don't till now if you didn't subscribe my channel, so please subscribe, share my channel among your friends. Okay, so by which they will also get more knowledge about the constructor. So guys, now we'll start our definition first. What is copy constructor, right? What is the meaning of copy constructor? What is the importance of copy constructor in our Java, right? While writing the code. So guys, first I will define about the copy constructor, right? So guys, what is copy constructor? Guys, please be concentrated. So guys, see, whenever if we pass object reference, what guys? If we pass whenever if we pass object reference to the constructor as a parameter, guys, then it is called a copy constructor. Then we can say it is a copy constructor. What I have told guys, once again I am repeating here. So, or I will also dictate along with. So that whenever we pass what we pass object reference again, object reference to the what constructor, to the constructor again, what as a parameter, as a parameter again. Okay? Whenever we pass object reference to the constructor as a parameter, okay, then it is what, then get it is said to be said to be copy constructor, copy constructor. So guys, this thing you keep in mind whenever if you heard about the copy constructor, or also if you will get this question in the interview room, if anyone is asking, or knowledge check as well. Suppose what is copy constructor? So whenever we pass object reference to the constructor as a parameter, okay, then get what, what it is said to be, it is copy constructor. Okay, I hope you understood, but with syntax by also I will explain this thing, so don't worry guys. So guys, syntax of what copy constructor in Java, right? So what is the syntax of this copy constructor in Java guide? That thing also I will what discuss here. So don't confuse anything. Well, what is syntax? The syntax guy same like the other example what I have discussed. So we should have one class, right? Class, then our class name, right? That thing first we should have, right? Right. Then guys, after writing or creating the class, right? So in this class guy, we should have the constructor, right? We should have the constructor, right? So what type of constructor we are going to learn here, guys? So copy constructor, right? We're going to learn here copy constructor. So guys, so copy constructor, right? The name of the constructor is same like as the name of the class. So our class name guy what? Class name, right? So this step will be same as it is for other constructor as well. So guys, see now the difference will be not difference. You can see what is the exact difference of what copy constructor. What is the copy constructor? So guys, in this constructor, right? So already have created one constructor, right? With same name as class name. And also we know very well what is the constructor. Constructor is a special type of method, right? Yes or no? Which name is same as class name. This thing we know very well, right? So guys, what I have told as per the definition, you can see here. So whenever we pass object reference to the constructor, right? Object reference pass to the constructor as a parameter, guys. Already I mentioned in last video, right? What is parameters constructor? So the guys who didn't see last video or first and second video for constructor, please guys visit that video first, okay? Then you come in this video, then you will come to know so many things. If you're going to skip first second video and directly you're going to jump in this video, slightly might you will face some problem, you will not understand properly. So that's why I would suggest you, so you first watch all the previous video, then you will come this video and you will understand properly. So guys, see what I have told, there is a parameters considered. Already I mentioned you object reference to the constructor as a parameter. So guys, we need to pass here object reference like that, okay? Suppose object, right? Then we can pass guys reference here, right? So already I mentioned we need to pass the object reference as a parameter, then it is said to be what? Copy constructor, guys. Then it is guys, it is copy constructor. So guys, it's very simple. If you understand properly, then you can explain to the interviewer also but perfectly, right? So copy constructor, right? Anybody anywhere if they asking what is the copy constructor, directly blindly you can say whenever we pass object reference to the constructor as a parameter, then this constructor is said to be what? Copy constructor. Guys, I hope you understood. And guys, what is the main motto for copy constructor? What is importance? What is the importance of copy constructor? Why we are going to create a copy constructor in your application, in your code? That thing also guys you should know. So guys, see the main purpose of copy constructor is what? So guys, see the copy constructor work is what? What guys? The work of copy constructor is guys copy the data of other constructor. What guys? It is copy the data of other what? Constructor. Or also one thing just I will let you know. So in the interview room, this is the one what favorite question for the interviewer. What? So why we use constructor? Why use copy constructor? Why we use copy constructor in your application? What is the main purpose? So guys, you need to tell what I am going to explain here. So guys, it is a copy. It is copy, right? You can say it is copy the content. It is copy the content of one object to another object. That's why we need to use the what copy constructor. I will explain this thing in the code guide. Don't confuse. So what I have to do, just keep in mind. So it is copy the content of one object to the another object. Simple, this thing you keep in mind. If anybody asks you why we use copy constructor, that time you may tell to him what it is, copy the content of one object to the another object. Okay, so this thing guys will understand with example, okay, with code, don't worry. So guys, this is our understanding about the copy constructor, but I will explain this thing as in our code. So guys, let's move our IDE. So already I have created one what constructor package, right? In this constructor package already we have done 3 example till now. So I'm going to create, this is our 4th example, right? That is copy constructor. You can mention again copy constructor, right? Copy constructor example. Again we should have one main method in this. Now guys, you can concentrate what I have told as theoretically, same thing I will but show you as programmatically how it's behaving in our application, how it's behaving in our code guide. So guys, see, already I mentioned you, right? So I will create one class. In this class guys, already I mentioned, if you are going to what learn the copy constructor, definitely you should have one copy constructor. So guys, constructor means same name as the class name. So class name guys test. You can put the test in our class name. Correct? Then guys, what I have mentioned, you need to pass object reference as a parameter in the constructor, right? You need to pass what? You need to pass what guys? You need to pass here what? You need to pass object reference to the constructor as a parameter. But guys, this thing I am creating one default constructor. So whatever the things I will initialize in the default constructor, same thing I will copy in the what copy constructor. That's why guys, I am just defining one what default constructor here, right? Okay, this is our guy default constructor. Okay, our default constructor. Okay, so now we can create some what instance variable, just like a int a and b. Int a, not both the value will take int a. Suppose if I will take some string value b. So I have created two instance variable int a and get this value if I am going to initialize in the constructor, right? Suppose a equals to 10 and b equals to what? Our channel name JavaMind Techie, right? This is our channel name, we know very well, right? Yes. So these two things if we want to print guys, okay? So I have initialized these two things in under constructor. Okay, now our main concept starting guys. So what I have told, copy constructor, right? Copy constructor. So guys, same name as our class name. So this is our guy same name as a class name, correct? So I am going to create one copy constructor. But what is the copy constructor guys? So copy constructor means guys, we need to pass what? Object reference as a parameter, right? So guys, see our, suppose we have read test class, right? If I'm going to pass the object reference, right? This is our object reference. You know very well, right? What is object, right? So this test behave as a object. We are going to pass the reference for that, right? So guys, see we have created two constructors. First is default constructor and second thing I have created one what copy constructor. So guys, what it does, it will do copy the content it will, this constructor guys, this copy constructor, what it does, it does copy the content of one constructor into other constructor, right? Right? I have told you earlier, right? So it is copy content of one object to other object, right? Yes. So guys, in this, what I am going to do in this copy constructor, what we need to do. So guys, see, already have created one reference, right? So we can see guys, so reference, right? Reference dot a, right, and we are going to assign into a only, guys. What we are going to assign only a, right? Yes. So in same way, I am going to call one other instance variable, that is a string. So guys, what, ref dot b, guys, ref dot b, and this v value we are hold into v variable only, right? Right, guys? I hope you don't have any confusion till now, guys. It's simple. Nothing I am doing here. Only I am calling the what? Default constructor variable a and b, and you are going to store into the same object, right? Good. And guys, so both the things, guys, we can print. So default constructor, what we have? So guys, we can see here. So sys out, right? We have guys value a, right? Then what? Get value b, so we can print one, right? Okay, then in this copy constructor also we can print what, same thing, whatever we have the instance variable of default constructor, same thing we want to print this place as we have done, right? Because we are going to copy, guys, the name is a copy constructor, we are not doing anything, we are doing only copy constructor, right? Copy constructor, right? Yes or no, guys? Yes. Correct, guys? Till now, we shouldn't have any issue. Correct? What I have done, what is showing here, guys? You can put test copy const, and we put same name to this place and same name for this place and same name for this place, right? And you can save. Okay, guys, so what I have done, I have created one default constructor and I have what, initialize some instance variable, and same instance variable I am copying with the help of copy constructor. Correct, guys? Now, so guys, we have one method, right? Yes, this method, right? So in this main method, guys, I will create the object of our what, class, right? Copy constructor. So guys, see, test copy constructor tc equals to new what, copy constructor, right? Right, guys? So I have created one object, right? Initialize all it with the help of this constructor, right? We know very well, right? This is our constructor, right? This is our, okay, this is our constructor. So when we are going to create the object, it will initialize our default constructor, right? Yes or no, guys? This thing we know very well, right? Now guys, we can run the application, will see result, right? What is going to print here? See guys, we have seen 10 JavaMind Techie. As of now, guys, only we can see this thing, right? This part we have seen. But guys, what our main motto? So how this test copy constructor is going to copy our default constructor content. So what I have told initially, it is copy the content of one object, right? This one to another, right? So guys, that purpose, guys, we need to create one more object, right? We can create, guys, same thing but we need to change our reference name only, right? Okay guys, so guys see, I have created one more object, but this object guys tc1, right? And guys in tc1 we are going to pass the reference in our this constructor, right? Yes or no? Right. So guys now we can see two times it will print same result. Two times it will print same result because we are going to copy the same content, right? That's what's named as a copy constructor. It is copy one object content to other one, right? So we can see that, let's run the application, we'll see the result. It's coming same or not. See guys, it's coming or not. So guys it is doing copy for two times, for this time, for this one guy, or guys also you can write in this way so you can understood. So guys this is one default content, default constructor content guy, right? And guys in this place you can mention what it is, what it is, just copy constructor. Okay, so for understanding purpose, I have printing this what statement as well. So this is a default constructor content. It is test copy constructor content guy. So guys, now in front of you, I will run the application. We'll see the result. It's coming properly or not. Okay, coming properly or not. Then we'll come to know very easily guys. Here default constructor content what 10 JavaMind Techie, and it is test copy constructor content 10 JavaMind Techie. Yes or no guys? So guys what we understood from this example guys, so it is doing the copy from one object to other object. Yes or no guys? So guys that's it from the copy constructor our explanation as per the code base. So what I have explained with theoretically guys, same behaving as in our code as well. Yes or no? So whenever we pass object reference to the constructor as a parameter, then it is said to be it is copy constructor. Same thing guys I have shown you here. So if I am going to pass as a parameter, right, object as a parameter, right, then it is called a copy constructor. So guys that's it for copy constructor. Now we are going to move what our fourth topic, that is guys private constructor. What is guys private constructor? You can see here that is the our fourth one, private constructor. So guys I will explain end to end what is private constructor, how it is useful in our application guys. So guys please be concentrated. I hope you are enjoying a lot with content guy. What I'm going to explain is very useful. It's very interesting guy. If you learn this concept, definitely your confidence level will be high. Whenever if anybody asks what do you mean a copy constructor, then you can tell to the theoretically as well as programmatically as well. Because code based guy is very important. If you are going to explain to anyone with the code, definitely they will understood you are the perfect coder, you are the perfect developer, because theoretically knows so many person, right? Theoretically knows so many person, so many candidate knows very well theoretically, but same thing whenever if interviewer asks to them, hey can you write this code with your ID and where did you use this concept in your program application that time may confuse. They are not able to write the code in front of them. So that's why my main motto, whatever I'm going to explain in theoretically, also corresponding, I'm going to write the code in front of you, and I'm running the application, and I will see the result. It's coming expected or not. If you will get expected result, right, then your confidence definitely it will boost up. So guys, now next topic is what? Private constructor in Java, right? Okay. Private constructor in Java. So how, when we are going to use this private constructor in Java? This concept also guys very important. This is very important. Might be you heard guys singleton design pattern. We are going to get private constructor. One example guys. Okay, no problem. We'll design pattern also will explain in coming video, but as of now we will explain what I will explain about private constructor use, right, important in our Java. So guys, first I will explain what is private constructor, what is important for that, same as definition for what private constructor, right? What is private constructor? What is the definition of private constructor? So guys, see, first I will see private naming. Private refers guys security. The name as private. No other person can use your personal thing, right? No one can use your personal thing. Then you are going to make as a private. Yes or no? If you are going to keep anything as a private, that means your personal thing cannot be used by anyone. That is the main concept of private game. So what is the private? Private means your own property cannot used by any other one. Right? But public guy anyone can use. Just like train. So train anyone can go there and they can use seats, fan, washroom. Yes or no? That is the public property. But if your common property means just your vehicle. Suppose if you have your four-wheeler. So you are the person can use only, right? If you're going to allow to someone, then they may use. But if you're not going to allow to someone, they may not be used, right? That is your private property, right? Right guy. So that is the real-time example. But same thing how we are going to use in our application. How we are going to use in our program. That thing I want to explain in front of you. So guys, see, so private means security purpose we are going to use. So guys, in Java guys, it is possible to write. In Java, it is possible to write a constructor as a private. First, you think in that way. So in Java, it is possible to write a constructor as a private, but some conditions are there. But some what restrictions are there. So guys, so, but according to the rule guide, but according to the rule what Java has given. So what the rule guide? We can't access private member outside of the class. That is main restriction they have given guide. So what I have told in Java it is possible to write a constructor as a private, but according to the rule we can't access what private what member outside of the class. So guys, same thing I will dictate here so you can remember what future as well. So guys, in Java what I mentioned, Java it is possible, right? It is possible to what write, it is possible to write a constructor as a private, correct, as a private, but some restrictions are there guys. Okay, but according what to the rule guide, according to the what according to the rule guide, what the rule guide. So we cannot what we cannot access guide, we cannot access private member, okay, outside of the class. Okay? That thing main important what you should remember. So guys, what is the definition of private constructor in Java, guys? So in Java, it is possible to write the constructor as a private. Okay, but some restrictions are there. That restriction is what? According to the rule, we can't access private member outside of the class. Correct, guys? That thing you keep in mind before what? Understanding the private constructor in Java, guys. Correct, guys? Also, guys, generally we use private in such a case, but when you need more security, generally we are going to use private constructor in which case, guys, where you need more security. What you need to know, we need to use more security. You need more security. That time generally we are going to use the private constructor in our application. Guys, now we can write the syntax. Okay, syntax of what? Syntax of private constructor. Syntax of private, right, constructor. Yes or no? Syntax of private constructor in Java, guys. That thing also you should know, because if you know the syntax, then your implementing, writing the code will become easy, guys. That's why I will mention here you need to know the syntax of the private constructor in Java. So every guy, so default constructor, parameter constructor, config constructor, and private, all the constructor I have written the syntax. If you will remember the syntax of the respective constructor, then your implementation becomes very easy. Yes or no, guys? So guys, what is syntax of the private constructor? So guys, same like other constructor. So first you should have one class, right? So class name, right? Class name, right? This thing I have done. So guys, after creating the class, definitely you will have constructor, right? You will have constructor, because we are going to learn here constructor only, right? We are going to learn here constructor. So guys, so in this class, guys, so what is the constructor? So constructor is a special method which name is same like a class name. Correct, guys? So this step will be same as it is, guys. So our class name is class name, right? So we can write here class name, right? And method, guys, a special method. Then that's why I am going to add a body for this method, right? Correct. Go. So guys, now this is the main important thing what I'm going to explain as a syntax base also. So guys, see, so if we are going to keep private before your constructor name, if you're going to keep private before your constructor name, then your constructor becomes a private constructor, just like this way. If you're going to keep private before your what? Constructor name, then your constructor becomes private constructor. Yes or no, guys? So private constructor means, guys, this can't used by anyone. It can be used anyone, guys. Yes or no? Excluding your class. This class is only going to use this constructor. A part of no one can use. Yes or no, guys? Private constructor means what? This cannot used by anyone, right? They can't use by no one can access this constructor, right, guys? So guys, this class name, guys, this class name, you can see this is the class name, right? This class name doesn't want this class name, guy, doesn't want what it doesn't want, guy. So this constructor is used by anyone. So if you're going to create a private, means what this class will do, guys? So it will not use it will not used by any other class. Only this class can access the thing, right? So guys, or we can say this class object is not created by any other class. If you're going to put private as a constructor, right? Private constructor, that means this class name. So what is this is the this class, what? We can't create the object by other classes. Yes or no? We can't create the object for this class by other classes, right? We can't create it. We can't create the object for this class. We can't create the object. Yes, we cannot create the object by other class. Okay, that is the main thing. If you're going to keep here consider as a private, if considered as a private means what? Simple thing, we can't create the object by other classes. Okay, so keep in mind here. So guys, see, also one thing you keep in mind, if we make consider as a private, then what? Any other class create object class? No, guys. Right? If we make consider as a private, then no any other class create the object of this class. That's one point, guys. And also guys, you keep in mind, if we use private constructor, then also you make class as a static. Okay, that is the understanding purpose, that is the knowledge thing. If you use private constructor, then also you make class as a static, because again a static method then required to create the object. You know very well, if your method is a static, right, and class as a static, right, so that means what? You no need to create the object, you can call the method with the help of what? Our class name, right? This thing you know very well. So guys, this thing about our syntax, our private constructor, I hope you understood. So one more time I will explain that. If you put constructor as a private, that means you are not able to create the object from outside of the class. That thing keep in mind. Okay. So guys, now I will explain same thing with our what code. So how we are going to use this private constructor in our application, guys. So guys, please concentrate. So guys, for a purpose I will create one more example, guys, that is example number 5, right guys? So private constructor example 5, right guys? Example 5, main method, finish, right guys? Okay, guys, see what I am going to explain here. See carefully. So guys, see, first I will create what? I will create one constructor, right? Yes or no? I will create one constructor, correct? Here, so what I have told, so our constructor name as same as our class name, correct? See, this is our guy class name, right? So I will create as a class name as a constructor, right? So so private constructor example 5, that is our constructor name, correct? Okay. So guys, now what I will mention here, guys. So first, if your this is the constructor, if your constructor name is same as class name, that it is constructor. But this is our guy what? Private constructor. So definitely you should keep private before your constructor name. So guys, see private, right? So guys, now your what? Constructor becomes private. Now your constructor becomes private. Why? Because you use private. Okay, so now you can't create the object of this class from outside. Yes or no? You can't create the object from outside here, because your constructor becomes private here. Okay, so guys, before this private I will create some instance variable, right, to know how it's printing the result, right? So guys, see, I'm going to write here suppose int a. Okay, then get double b, and guys suppose string c. This three variable guys I have declared. Right, guys? Okay, this thing I have done. That is all. Now guys, also I mentioned here that is guys private constructor for your understanding purpose. Right? This is private. Again, this is private constructor because we keep private before our constructor name. I hope you got it guys. Now guys, what I am going to explain. So I will initialize variable for that. Right? Suppose a equals to 1000 and b equals to what? Suppose 23.45. Okay, double get. Now c equals to guys same as it is our what channel name. So Java our channel name. So I have created these three variables. Correct? Done. So guys, if we want to print this result, definitely we should have guys one what sys out statement, right? I'm going to print here guys a, then I'm going to print what b, okay, then I'm going to print what c. So guys, these three what value I'm going to print here. Okay, now I have print here these three value for a, b and c guys. What we have initialized. Okay, I hope you understood. Okay, so guys, now what our main motto? So we need to call this constructor, right? We need to call this constructor. So guys, if you're going to call this constructor, definitely you need to create object. Yes or no? Okay. So when you're going to create the object, that time only it initializing the all field, right? So guys, for our private, this is our guy, our class name, right? So this PC private constructor, right? Equals to what? New what? Private constructor. Yes or no? Guys, see that means this constructor will call guy, right? This constructor will call when you're going to create the object, right? This private constructor will initialize the field guy. Okay. So what is the main motto of the constructor guy? What is the main motto for constructor? Initializing the object when we are going to create the object. Initializing the field when we are going to create the object. Yes or no? So guys, now we'll run the application, we'll see the result. Now we'll run the application, we'll see result it's working or not. Guys, see, we can see guys 1023.45 JavaMind Techie. Okay guys, these all things we are going to see. You can see guys this value is printing. But guys, you keep in mind one thing. You keep in mind one thing. So this is our this class. So private constructor example 5. In this class, for this class we can create the object. We can create the object happily guys. See, I am creating the object very happily. Line number 17. Yes or no? But guys, same thing you cannot be create from outside of the class. Suppose if you will create some class here, just like this one. Suppose if you create guys class what some name of the class guy. Suppose if you put suppose same if you're going to put here, I will change the name of the class. Constructor other class from other class access, right? If you will get create in such a way, right, and in such a way, so that time you can't create the object. Guys, see this object you can't create here. This object guys you can't create. Why? Because this class is outside of from right outside the class, right? We can't create object get. We can't create the object. This one, no, I can. So this is called, okay. So this is our 1 minute. So you can't call this class from outside of the class get. You can't create from outside of the class. See what I mentioned here. Change visibility parent constructor, because this is not visible for this class, right? So if you are going to call this thing, it is not possible guys. Okay, so inside the class only we are going to create the object. You can call the parent constructor. If you want to call from outside of the class, this scope visibility is what? Restricted. That's already I have mentioned guys. So if you're going to parent constructor, that it is more secure guys. It is more secure. You can't use, you can't create the object outside of the class. Okay, this place, this class is completing, right? This class is over, right? So from outside of the class, you can't create the object to call the private constructor, because this is private constructor. This is secure. This is more secure. You can't create the object from the outside of the class, okay? But I will tell you one thing here. What I think you need to keep in mind. So let's see, if you want to write some other logic, right? If you want to add some other logic, right, then what you can do, right? So like what you can do, so in this place guys, you can create some static method guys, just like a static void show or display what you want, right? Display, right? Suppose guys, if you will create this method and you want to write any logic, any implementation, you can get, okay? If you want to use this thing, so in that respective method guys, you can use as per your requirement, as your logic. What things if you want to add, you can create such type of method, a static void display, you can add, you can use that one guys. So guys, this is our private constructor. Okay, if you want to write other logic, you can write, you can create under a static void display method and you can implement. Yes or no guys? Because a static method, you no need to create the object for that, right? You can call with the class name only. Yes or no guys? So guys, that is the complete what information about private constructor in Java, right? So that's it guys. So if you like the video guys, so please like, then share, subscribe my channel, okay? Because such type of content what I'm going to provide you, it's really more beneficial for you all people guys. Definitely this type of question asked in the interview room as well. Whenever if you're going to attend any interview, so initially the interviewer will check your knowledge, you know all the type of constructor or not, because such type of content guys, such type of what thing everywhere we are going to in our code. So consider if you're going to learn about design pattern guide, so singleton design pattern, so this private constructor we are using. So we need to know first what is private constructor, then we'll come to know what is singleton design pattern. So every concept what I'm going to teach you, what I'm going to discuss here, so all are very important for your knowledge sake as well as what interview perspective as well. So that's it guys. So that's why I would suggest you, so please concentrate all the things, okay, very carefully as code based as well guys. What I'm going to explain as code, it's also very important, because theoretically you know very well, but whenever if any interview will ask can you write the code, then you may confuse, so what should be the code for respective what concept. So that's it guys. So please subscribe my channel, okay, and share among your friends, okay. Okay guys, thank you, bye bye, we'll meet very soon in next video.